Hi, in this session I'm going to explain about how somebody could register for SSLC public exam as a private candidate in Tamil Nadu. This session is sponsored by wikiprocedure.com, and all the information that I'm going to provide in this session can also be obtained from this following link that is displayed here, as well as any link that I'm going to provide in any of the coming slides can also be obtained from this following page, so you do not have to retype them again. I'm going to take you to this page and show you how the information is displayed. So you could see the information is kind of displayed in headings, which is easy to understand, as well as the links are embedded, which is easy for people to access rather than retyping them. I'm going to take you to these slides. Following is a list of items that we're going to cover in this session. Need to register for SSLC public exam is if you're a private candidate, if you're not studying in a school, or if you would like to retake your exam, then um, you could register for SSLC public exam in private. Eligibility, if you have one of the following eligibility criteria that is listed here, and as well as your age is 14 years and 6 months, then 14 years 6 months as of March, April, or September, October. So I think you have your exams on March and April, and as well as September and October. So the March and April is the main exam, and the September and October is the supplement exam, if I'm right. So if your age is 14 years and 6 months on March, April, and September, October, so you would be able to or eligible to sit on the exams that is conducted on those specific months. And also you should have one of these certificates or eligibility criteria which is listed here in this heading, which is really important in, to actually, which is really important for registering for SSLC public exam. Required documents, for educational proof you have to have one of these documents that is listed here, and for date of birth, you have to have one of these documents, your transfer certificate or your birth certificate. When I say school document, it could be your transfer certificate, or any other document from the school which proves your age, should be good too. What I would say is, I would ask you to speak to the government examination service center officials. They should be able to help you out with more information on exactly the documents what is required, because everybody's situations are kind of slightly different. The information that I provide in these slides with regards to eligibility and required documents is almost correct. But if you have any doubts, then I would say you always, or if you have any doubts, or if you want to confirm anything, that I would ask you to recommend to the government examination service center officials. I would be providing the information about these officials in the next slide, so which could help. Steps to follow, there are two things that you have to register for. One is to register for SSLC examination, the other one is for register for science practicals. Register for SSLC exam, you have, as I said, you have to contact the government examination service centers. They should be able to help you out. Following link that I displayed here has the list of contact information of the government examination service centers nearest to you. You could contact them. So what I would recommend is contact the offices before you reaching the office, because the thing is, instead of traveling once or twice, if you could contact them and make sure about the documents that is required and everything, then I think it would be easy for you finish off things in in just visiting there once. So once you reach there, you provide your documents, and you have to fill, and the information to the appropriate officials. They would fill up your application form in the system, and they would print out the application form and a registration slip for you. So once you have the application form and the registration slip, um, you would I think the candidate, given them uploaded correctly, submit. You would have to sign the document, the application form, and the documents, and submit the documents to the officials with the appropriate fees. I'm gonna list out the information about the fees in the coming slides, but these are the following steps. So you have the contact information. You call them before you reaching there, and you take all the documents that is required, and you go there, you provide the information, they upload the information in the application form in their system, and they print out the application form and the registration slip, which you sign and submit your application form and documents along with the appropriate fees. What I'm going to do now is I'll take you to this link to show you the addresses. So you could see the addresses are kind of displayed here for regional offices. You could contact, you just I would say it's always good that you contact them before you're reaching the place. Register for science practical. Again, you have to contact the regional government examination service centers, the same contact information for the people who I provided before. Differently abled candidates can avail exemption from doing science practicals if they desire to do so. So if you're disabled, or if you have some disability, and I'm sure you should have a disability certificate related to that too, if the officials have to accept it. If you have that, you could claim an exemption for not doing the science practical. I would say that you speak with the government examination service center officials. They should be help you. I mean, they should help you out for getting an exemption or for registering for science practical. And also the end of June every year at the so actually the thing is, you have to register for your science practical as well as for the sitting of the SSLC public exam the earlier as possible. So in the sense, for seating of March and April session, you should register it by the June of the previous year. So that is something. The June of the previous year. So that is something which is you have to be aware of. So you have to register for your public exam and the science practical the earlier as possible. And as I said, if you want to sit on the March April session, you have to reach the regional government examination center before end of June the previous year. So you get them registered, and you are on track for writing the exam. Also, you could access this following link, which could provide you more information. Fees, as listed here, is the total fees is 125 rupees. But also I would recommend you to contact the government officials, government examination service centers before you reach them. They should be able to help you out with the amount of fees as well. Processing time, please consult the officials. They should be able to help you out. Location, as I said, I did give you the page, showed you the page where the information is displayed, which could help. Other information, I would recommend you to call the nearest regional government examination service centers before you reach there, and also register for the exams early as possible. So, as I said, if you want to sit on the March April session, you have to register for exams the June of previous year. So, in the sense, if you want to sit for March April 2017, you have to register yourself on or before June 2016. Um, Hope I have provided enough information. Thanks for listening.